Welcome back to my studio. Today I'm going to show you 2 ways to apply rhinestones. Welcome back, everybody. So about a year ago I wrote a blog about rhinestones, which rhinestones I use, ways that I apply them. It had like a pretty decent list of places to purchase rhinestones and how to apply those rhinestones that you purchase. So I was going to write an entire blog that was like an updated blog, but I thought that it would be better to create a video for you guys to see how I apply them. And then I will have a blog that has a list of all of the places that I purchase my rhinestones. Let's get into the 2 ways in which you can apply rhinestones. All right, the first way, which is a way that I've used so many times. I use this on Sakizao, Jafar, Stelagoza, you name it. I've used it on several costumes, and this is the Hotfix Tool. This tool specifically that I have here is the Floriani embroidery tool, and so this tool has been used, it can be used on any kind of fabric, and essentially what it does is at the very tip of it here, I'm not going to touch it because it is on, it is hot, and there's 5 different sizes I think that this comes with. Okay, 3 different sizes, and then an iron tool so that you can do large chunks at once. And essentially what it'll do is it'll pick up your stone, heat up the glue that's on the back of the stone, and then you can place your stone and it will adhere itself to your garment. So now I'm going to show you how you can use the Hotfix tool to apply your stones. You can use tweezers to place your stones, you can use your hands to place your stones, or you can pick them up and place them, but I like to place them first and then make sure that the placement is exactly how I want it. You can mark it if you want. When I did Sakizao, I marked exactly where I wanted every stone and then placed it, or you can kind of just do your best. So this tool is hot. These are 3mm stones, and I have the 3mm tool, the head in. So what I'm gonna do is I like to go straight down, and I'm gonna hold this on my stone for 5 seconds. 1, 2, and then I'm gonna pick it up. Don't touch it right away because it is still very, very hot. Wait at least 5 seconds, and then I just touch it to make sure that it actually stuck, and it did. So now we're gonna move on to this next one. But that is basically how you would use the Hotfix tool to apply rhinestones to your, anything. Now I'm gonna show you the second technique, but first I'm gonna clean this up magically. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you another technique, which is using gem tack or glue. You can use glue. Some people use E6000. The reason I do not use E6000 is because it is highly toxic. It says so on the tube, so you should wear a respirator and do it in a full, a well-ventilated space. I also have had issues with it staining silk, and I use silk quite a bit, so I don't want to have issues with that. So I use gem tack, and it actually comes in 2 sizes, 2 or 4 ounces. 2 ounces I bring with me when I'm on the go. So when I go to conventions and I do workshops, this is what I'll take with me. And then this is what I have at home. I absolutely love this stuff. So yeah, I typically will buy stones that don't have anything on the back of them, no glue or anything, and use them with gem tack. I'll show you how I do that by demonstrating on one of my flowers that I've been making for my aerial ball gown. So when I do this for a full project, when I know I'm gonna be stoning for an afternoon, I will just take a piece of fabric and I will put a little bit of glue on the fabric. I like to use a handy dandy pin, so basically your typical sewing pin, in order to apply my glue. And I apply the glue directly on the piece. So let's find here we go. We're using some of these Swarovskis that I have left over from Saki's Out, and I'm just gonna take like a pinch of them and put them on my fabric here next to my glue so you can see they are there. You can, again, use tweezers. I'm really bad at them, like I will try them. But what you'll do is you'll pick where you want your glue, and I'm gonna scrape up a decent glob of glue, and I want one on every little intersection right here, like so. What I like about gem tack is that it dries clear, and I have not had it stain anything yet. Another fun tip, if you're into beadwork and like heavy beadwork, you can also mix this with, see, I'm already losing my stones. You can mix it with water, and you can, like, I think it's 2-part water, 1-part glue, and it'll make a glue like wash, and you can actually paint it over a section of beadwork, and it'll just help. Yeah, we're not gonna use that. We're just gonna use our finger. I told you I'm really bad at tweezers, but essentially what you'll do is you'll place your stones like so. And yeah, that glob was really, really big, but the globs will dry clear. And you can also clean it up. Like, I'm not super concerned about like how globby this one is, but you could use this on top of beads and create essentially a wash that will help add just a little bit of glue to all of your pieces of the beadwork, and it'll just really help solidify it, which is something that I did actually on my Saki Zao. I'm just gonna show you kind of how I store my rhinestones. I do have about 250,000 rhinestones. They're in several drawers in a case, but what I do is when I purchase stones, I typically will put them in like one of these cases that you can get. You can get these from Joann's, and you hit the button and you do like that, and it'll open up. And I like to store them like kind of with these are all AB crystals. They're all from the same company on eBay, and they're just different sizes. So these 4 are the same size and these 2 are different sizes. I also will, like for this, for this one, I have different, and I also have different size of these. So like some of these I've purchased, and when I open this Swarovski pack, these will go into this space here. Some of these I've only purchased like a couple hundred of, so they are in a smaller case, especially these ones that are extremely small. Luckily, when you do store them, it's pretty easy to tell what kind have glue on the back and what kind don't. And then I also, if I buy like a large amount, I will put them in one of these. This is a black amount that I think I bought 10,000 of. I used some already, but it's just easier. The only thing that I don't like about this is they're not clear, so when I go to look, I can't like visually look. And there you have it, 2 ways that you can apply rhinestones. Neither way, in my opinion, is better than the other. They just both work in different ways. I use them, I use both methods on almost everything I make that is sparkly. However, I'd love to know in the comments below which method is your favorite, or if you've never done either, which one are you more willing to try? And I will have a blog in the description that links all of these tools that you see here. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time, and happy embellishing!